Hello again. For those that don't know, there was a treasure hunt called the Thrill of the Chase. And in that treasure hunt, at a certain point, people would put out, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we choose to deceive." And probably thought that no one would pay much mind to it, or that, nobody, apart from those involved, would understand what was being said. And yet what they didn't realize is someone understood. Someone was already, I know some people say 10 steps ahead, but I think more than that. You see, that spider that wanted to create the web only had one strand, and it would have been simple to just break it. But the spider wasn't there, just a web. And in that tangled web that was being woven, there were connections. And this web was a blueprint for every other web. Probably the same web the Mayans talked about, not the World Wide Web. This evil web that existed around our planet and probably others. But divine timing plays a part. How would it be possible to catch them all? A bit like Pokemon. Got to catch them all. And that's what's happening now. That tangled web that you wove, interconnected one to the other, beautiful blueprint for all the other webs. Excuse me. One line at a time, each connecting to the other, unable to hide, unable to run, marked off at each point, at each connection. See, that's how it works. It would have been easy to get the spider right at the start, but it's better to get them all. It's Pokemon. One ain't enough. Imagine it's the president, not Donald J. Trump, a different president. Imagine it's the president who is weaving this web. Doesn't have to be, but imagine anywhere around the world. Imagine weaving that web, and then you have all the people beneath in the Senate, in the House, Congress, as it were, the governors, the senators, the judges, the lawyers, candlestick makers, if you want, the police, the ABC agencies, the Forest Fan ABCs, the three-letter agencies. Imagine going all the way down to the man on the street. This web that was being built from the top down, not from the bottom up. And now the web is woven, according to Elvis. How the web was woven. How was it woven? Was it tangled? It may take some sorting to untangle the web, but at least there is every string to it. And all those that were helping to join in that web have all been accounted for. That's what divine timing is all about. For those people who don't understand what divine timing is and choose not to believe in a divine who has good timing, look around you. How's it going for you people? And it's only going to get worse. You see, over and over and over, Forrest said, over and over again, there were warnings. Are they warnings? Prompts. Don't do that. I think somebody said something like that, but not very forcefully. Oh, Kamala. Well, what's going to happen to her? Don't. Don't do it. Don't. But your warnings were a bit stronger. Touch not my anointed. No weapon formed shall prosper. You did anyway. And yet you, I don't know, maybe thought that black magic was not a weapon. I roll a piece of paper up and I throw it at you to hurt you. I formed a weapon. Anything is a weapon. If you intend to do something not too good with it, and whatever you form, it will not prosper. Wasn't that a weird way to say it? But it encompasses every eventuality that anybody could think of to try and hurt somebody, that this divine being that you think doesn't exist, that's kicking your ass. Like, you must be the stupidest people in the world. And I'm not being horrible. I'm just saying, you are getting your ass kicked by someone that doesn't exist, which effectively means you're kicking your own ass. Everything that you are doing is kicking your own ass. Everything. All the money you're losing, trust me, you're losing it. Oh, you're losing it. Lots of it. Houses, cars, people, friends, family. The very same things you wanted for a lot of other people is happening to you right now with this tangled web that you wove. How the web was woven. It was being watched. How was this web being woven? This tangled web that you chose to weave, to deceive. But you didn't deceive everyone. Did you? The one person you wanted to deceive, the one person that you wanted to control, the very soul that you fed from was your undoing. Eggs in one basket, so to speak. You see, you became codependent. Bit like you drug addicts. And I'm talking to specific people, not all drug addicts. Just these people that know who I'm talking to. These sex magic, sexually transmitted disease people. You, talking to you. You became dependent. Happens when you take that drug away. Now you want something you can't get. No amount of money will buy it, but you need it. That was the thing that helped you get through life. It gave you everything you needed. Your status, your luxury, the house, the car, the people, the friends. And without it, you're living your own life. You're living the life that you wanted for other people. You're living the life that you couldn't make for yourself. Hurts, doesn't it? In all of this, you are asked to repent. You are asked to stop doing it. And yet, in your mind, your narcissistic mind, you wanted to say that the person who's being abused, the person that was the victim, the person that wanted to say enough is enough was a bully. And you were the victim. And these people that you did all these bad things to, that you ruined their life, they were the evil because they wanted their life back. And you didn't want to give it back because for some unknown reason, you felt it was your life. You felt it was your money, it was your house, it was your status, it all belonged to you. You felt that you earned it, that you built it, that it was yours. No, you stole it. Never belonged to you, ever. You stole it. You have no claim to it at all, none of it. That's why you're losing it all. Because you don't own it. It never belonged to you, which is why, listen, just not getting it, are you? Listen, told you I'm a good teacher. You will learn, which is why you should have give it all away, give it all back. Should have given it away. You just couldn't, could you? Now you've lost it anyway. But now you lost it with no merit points. See how it works. You see how you learn. In all of this, only a few of you realized that you had victims of your greed, many other words that I don't want to talk about. They were victims of the things that you did. Only a few of you realize that. Only a few of you are really sorry about what you did, about what you got involved in. And the rest, you're only sorry because you got caught. You're only sorry because you're going to lose things. That don't work. That don't work. Nobody cares about that. And you want forgiveness. Nope. Anybody else, if you want to forgive somebody, fine, do it. But listen, please listen. Forgiveness should not be a burden to the victim. You should not try to force the victim to have anything to do with you. The victim should not be put under pressure to do the right thing by you who didn't give a shit about them. The victim does not need to forgive you because it makes you feel better. Why the heck should the victim want you to feel better? Never going to happen. Not from me. Nope. No, I ain't never going to forgive you. There's nothing good about forgiving someone. The only person that needs to forgive you is you. And I don't just mean, oh, I'll forgive myself. I mean, you should have done what a couple of you did, what a few of you did that said, oh shit, I created a victim by doing the things that I did. What sort of person am I to do that to another person? You see, that dark night of the soul doesn't last a night. Because once you start asking those questions of yourself, it takes forever. It takes forever because one question doesn't lead to an answer. It leads to a revelation, which then leads to another question. So no, you ain't never, ever going to be forgiven by me. I'm not angry with you. I don't care. And that's why I don't need to forgive you, because I don't care. Because I'd have to judge you. I don't want to do that. You're not worth my judgment. I don't have to judge you. I was told I shouldn't judge you. You're not worth it anyway. I know what you did is bad, and I'm not going to try and figure out 1 to 10 how bad you were and how I have to forgive you. I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that. God will judge you. If he forgives you, you don't need my forgiveness. That's how I see it. If you get forgiveness from God, you don't need it from me. It doesn't matter. So I don't need to forgive anyone because I don't care. I don't care what you do. Everyone's free to do what they want to do. It's called free will. You are able to do what you want to do, and no one is supposed to judge you except the Most High God. That's what karma's for. All you should do is call down that judgment from the Most High God, the person that you don't believe in, and mother, of course. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all those mothers. Anybody who is in a nurturing environment, mothering somebody, you're a mother. And happy Mother's Day. Friends, family, my mother on this earth, and my mother, wherever you believe my mother is. My mother's always with me. My father's always with me. And then I have earthly mothers and fathers, or mother and father. But if you go back through the lifetimes, you have mother and fathers. So, no forgiveness. Somebody will judge you and may or may not forgive you. That's up to them. Whoever them is in your effed up world. Because if you don't believe, listen, you need to learn because you're not learning. Listen, you need to believe that there is a father and mother out there to forgive you. Otherwise, you ain't getting no forgiveness. You ain't getting none. Never, ever. Until you forgive yourself. Until that revelation happens that says, holy crap, what did I do to those people? You know what happens? There's a spark of love inside you, a spark of concern, a mother's concern, a feminine concern, a nurturing that you forgot all about. A desire to protect somebody, to save them from harm. See, when you go to that dark night of the soul and you get to the point where you want to forgive yourself for what you did, It hurts. It really, really hurts. Now, there's plenty of narcissists out there that want to paint me out to be somebody evil. Great, do it. Any publicity is good publicity. There's nothing you can say that would worry me about me. Nothing. Even if you are correct, which you're not, but even if you are correct, so what? Do you want me to be ashamed? Do you want me to be scared? Do you want me to be worried? No. I can tell you what I am, though. I'm finding it hysterical that somebody who believes that they're a spiritual person wants to tear another person down, another soul, wants to destroy another soul, goes through life, literally, their own statements, goes through life trying to destroy other people. Like, that's their goal in life. This spiritual person, they claim to be spiritual. Their goal in life is to be the argument. Not the resolution, just the argument. Just to say, oh, I can call you out on that, whether you're right or wrong. And then get to the point, at some point in that argument, that they contradict the very first thing they said. Because all they want to do is be the contradiction, not the mirror. I can assure you I'm the mirror. That's why you hate me. Because if you're a good person, not that it matters one way or the other, you would love me more than hate me, because I'm reflecting such a wonderful person. Me being the mirror. If you love me, you love yourself, because I'm the mirror. If you love me, you love you. If you hate me, you hate you. I'm the mirror. You're trying to project me as being you, and I'm not. I'm me. I know me. I know who I am. I'm the mirror, reflecting anything that comes my way. If you're a beautiful person, all you will see in me is a beautiful person. Whether I am or not, it makes no difference. If you are a beautiful person, you will see a beautiful person in me. Just the way it is. That's just fact. And it gives you the facts. If you're a beautiful person, you will see me as a beautiful person, because you are a beautiful person. Listen, because you need to learn. Because, I have to go slow for some people, these narcissists. Because you are beautiful, not pretty, inside, mind, soul, because you're a beautiful person, you see everybody as a beautiful person, which means you don't hate anyone. You don't want to tear anyone down. You don't want to be in an argument because you think everybody's beautiful. If you can't do that, guess what, narcissist? You're not spiritual and you're not a beautiful person. That's just fact. Only a beautiful person will see a beautiful person that they're talking to, because everybody is a beautiful person. That's why you can love everybody, because everybody is a beautiful person. Unless they see themselves in a beautiful person and think that they're not. How can that happen? If a beautiful person only sees beautiful people, how can you see somebody that isn't beautiful? Because you're not beautiful. And therefore, listen, because you need to learn, therefore, I can say you're not a beautiful person. Not because I don't think you're a beautiful person. I think you're a beautiful person. You don't think you're a beautiful person. And you prove to me that you don't think you're a beautiful person by giving the attitude that you have. Because if you were a beautiful person, we would have a conversation as two beautiful people have a conversation, thinking both of them are beautiful, having love for each other, and have a wonderful conversation. But because one of us is not beautiful inside, there isn't that sort of conversation. There is one person projecting the whatever it is inside them because they haven't healed, haven't sorted out the shadow, haven't seen the dark side in them. They think they have because they're a narcissist and they believe they're God or whatever it is that they believe. And you will hate all this because I'm so, I don't care. Because if you were a beautiful person, you wouldn't hate it. You wouldn't hate it. You go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like if I'm a beautiful person and they're a beautiful person, we would have a great conversation, two people loving each other in a wonderful world. But because one of us is arguing on purpose, their aim in life, who's spiritual, see how that works? Probably not. But that's how it should work. Two beautiful people having a conversation, one building up the other. Now, listen, because you need to learn, and you're obviously not learning. I say that I love you as a human being, and you jump up and down. I say I want to be friends with you, and you jump up and down. I tell you the truth, and you jump up and down. I don't know. It doesn't sound to me like you're a beautiful person. I don't care. I think you're a beautiful person. I offer you my love. If you want to argue with me and try and bring me down, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't care. I don't care. You either love me or you hate you. You, listen, because you need to learn, you either love me or you hate you. I don't want you to love me for me. I want you to love me for you. The person that you're projecting onto me is you. The person that you see in the mirror, this mirror, is you. The argument that you're having is with, well done, it's with you. I can't help what you see in the mirror. I can't. I can't help being the mirror. It's what the person that you don't believe in, mom and dad, it's what they've made. They made me to be the mirror. It's called being chosen. Then you have to live up to being chosen. You have to love everyone. You have to be understanding. You have to do all of these things. Do you know why I know? Because I have had the worst possible life you can have with people like you. And I still love you. That's how I know. Now, I have literally had people trying to kill me, and I don't want to kill people. I don't want to get revenge. I'm not an angry, narcissistic, miserable twat. I'm just a person who wants to get along with everybody, who wants to love everyone, who wants to love everything, who wants to just have a nice, peaceful existence. That's who I am. But I meet people like you who don't like themselves and blame me for it because they see themselves when they talk to me, because I highlight what's wrong with them when they talk to me, because I'm just a mirror. You see, a person, a beautiful person who wants to love everybody, sees everybody, listen, need to learn, sees everybody as they see themselves. I see myself as a beautiful person. And if you're my mirror, I see you as a beautiful person. The only thing that can stop me seeing you as a beautiful person is you. You are the only thing that gets in the way of me seeing you as a beautiful person, because before I've even met you, every person in the whole fucking world is a beautiful person as far as I'm concerned. Everyone. Everyone is a beautiful person. The only thing that will change that opinion is when you speak to me and you don't see yourself as a beautiful person. And then I go, oh, they're obviously not a beautiful person. How can I help these people? And I can't. If you don't want to be helped because you don't think there's anything wrong with you, because you think the problem's me, okay, good luck with that. How's that going? Listen to what I'm saying. I think everybody's a beautiful person. I see me in everyone because I'm a beautiful person. I just want peace and love, harmony, friendship. That's all I want with everyone. So I come to you in that frame of mind. Peace, harmony, friendship, love. And you go, ah, I don't believe there's a God. Ah, I don't believe this. Ah, I don't believe that. Well, you don't have to. I haven't said you have to. I've just told you that's who I am. Why are you arguing with who I am? Why are you saying that I can't be that person? Of course I can be that person. You can be the person you want to be, and I'll be the person I want to be. Because I'm a beautiful person. And I thought you were a beautiful person, but you're obviously not, because you're bringing people down. You're not building people up. It doesn't matter what they believe. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. You don't have to believe in mum and dad. I don't care. They will judge you, not me. Are you listening? I don't judge you. I won't forgive you. Nothing to do with me. I just think you're a beautiful person. Let's just get along. Stop all this bullshit. This 3D matrix stuff that you love so much doesn't interest me. See all this confirmation? It really doesn't interest me. It really doesn't. I don't care. I'm not going to fall out with you over it. If you want to insult me, if you want to make out that I'm a horrible person, if you want to do all of these things, guess what? I've had years of it. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Like you don't even register that much on the shit that's happened in my life. If you think you're throwing shit at me for the last 5 years, my life's been taken over by some crazy people. And you think that your little few words or videos that you've posted or whatever is going to make any difference to me. Of course it isn't. It's only going to make a difference to you. Like when karma comes to you, and it will, because that's what happens. You reap what you sow. I don't care. I do not care. Like if you, I know you won't, but if you got away with not getting any karma, it wouldn't bother me. I don't care. I don't want anyone to get hurt. You obviously do. You're going out of your way to see that somebody gets hurt or thought ill of or whatever. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I don't see any need to do that. But you obviously do. And you hate me because I wouldn't. Because I show you who you are. I am your dark night of the soul. Like if I could spend months and months and months and months and months with you, you'd be a good person. But I haven't got that time. I haven't. Like the person that needs to spend months and months and months with you is you. So when you look in the mirror, you see a beautiful person. And when you look at me, you see a beautiful person. Not, listen, please listen, because you're not listening. Not because I'm a beautiful person. Because you're a beautiful person. A beautiful person will see a beautiful person. Do you understand it yet? A beautiful person. If you're a beautiful person, when you're talking to someone, you will see a beautiful person. The only way around your face and makes out that they're not beautiful, they'll tell you that they're not beautiful by the way they react to you. So I know you're not beautiful. Not because I don't think you're beautiful, because you don't think you're beautiful. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else that I can say. That is it. A beautiful person, inside, mind and soul, will see another beautiful person and will try to uplift that person and say nice, kind things to that person and love that person unconditionally. No matter what they are, no matter what they do, you can still do bad things and be a beautiful person. Because you accept those things that you did was bad. You can still have bad things done to you and be a beautiful person because you accept those things were bad. You see, listen. You need to listen. You need to learn. People who are hurt inflict hurt. That's how it is. You have a bad upbringing, more often than not, you inflict that on other people. But it takes a beautiful person, you're listening, it takes a beautiful person to realize all of those things from when they were a kid all the way up until whenever your mind flipped, created someone not so beautiful. That's not an insult to you. That's merely a statement of fact that says, maybe, just maybe, you're not as beautiful as you think. Maybe you have issues that you need to address. Maybe I am not the problem. Because listen, I come to you in friendship, I come to you in love. We have a conversation. We should be able to talk about anything. And if something triggers you, we shouldn't have to have an argument about it. Like you've been trying to trigger me forever. Now, there are times when I talk to you in a raised voice and lots of swear words because I talk to you on the level that you're talking to me at, in the hope that you see you in what I'm doing, but you don't. You don't. You still project you onto me. You don't see you. You never see you, ever. You never see you. So if I come to you as a beautiful person who wants only friendship and love and peace, and we have an argument, what are we arguing about? We're arguing that you don't want me to believe in mom and dad. Wait, what? What? You don't want me to have a political point of view. Wait, what? You're arguing 3D bullshit and I'm arguing the truth. And the truth is, you go through karma because mom and dad exist. That's just the truth. Like without mom and dad, this world will be full of evil. There's no restitution, there's no recompense, there's no retribution, there's no whatever those words are. There ain't none. Because there is no control. there is enough to say, hang on a minute, that's a bit naughty. You know, when you do something wrong, mum and dad come up, spank your leg or whatever, or say you can't have your phone for, 10 minutes, because that's how the world's gone. Thing is, mum and dad didn't spank your leg. You spanked theirs. And as time goes on, more and more kids are spanking the teacher's leg and spanking their mum and dad's leg and say, no, you're not in control of me. Because I've been influenced by my iPad and my iPhone, my Apple. Ooh, I'm evil. Ooh. Crazy people. Eden, Eden, the Garden of Eden. Eden is innocence. Eden is bliss, paradise, a closeness to God. That's what Eden is. If you believe and have faith in God, there's your Eden. That innocence, that bliss, that closeness to God. But, you evil fuckers who know, there's a little snake. It's called the Kundalini, the down here rising snake, the low vibration that takes you away from God. That snake. And then you're banished from the Garden of Eden in the matrix where the snake is. And you have to toil and work hard. Fucking idiot. Because of these people who took you out of the Garden of Eden. Your closeness to God, your bliss, your ignorance. It wasn't ignorance at all. And even if it was, it's a happy place, a good place. Till the snake came along, which exists now. And you keep biting from the apple. And you're left in this hellhole. But I'm not. I'm not. And guess what? The garden's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you people, you're not in it, are you? You don't even know where the Garden of Eden is. You can't even comprehend. Because you people, with the snake and the low vibrations, so don't give me bullshit that you're enlightened. You're not enlightened. You're not even chosen. Only by yourself. You're never chosen by a higher power. Don't even know what a higher power is. How can you be chosen by a higher power if there isn't one? Talk shit. You really talk shit. I'm a chosen one. You don't choose to be chosen. You're chosen because you're chosen. You live the life of a chosen. And then when you're ready, then you're a chosen. Many are called. We're all sons and daughters of God. And for me, that's just the pairing, mum and dad. Because a God is one thing. God, goddess. Lots of gods, lots of goddesses, one main God, if that's what you want to call God. Remember, it's BG, 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 BG. Be giving, be grateful, be giving, be grateful. I've lost it. Be God, I've lost one. I'll come back to that. If you can't be giving, how can you expect to receive? If you can't be grateful, why should you expect anything? Can't believe I've lost the other one. Be giving, be grateful. Fancy making these things up and then not knowing what they are. Be giving, be grateful, be God, be good. I should have listened better, shouldn't I? So hear me all and listen good. So, how much religion is needed for that? Listen. How much religion is needed for that? Remember, listen good. Be good, be grateful, be giving, be God. And I've shortened that to be God instead of believing God. Because if you believe in God and you're the son or daughter of God, then you would want to be just like dad and mom. So therefore you have to be God or be goddess. But I don't believe in this bullshit that you have to be politically correct. You just have to be correct. And the person listening, who is a beautiful soul, is fully aware that you don't mean any offense when you just say one thing instead of trying to explain every single thing, because you don't need to. Like if I said you're a lucky guy, doesn't mean I'm talking to a bloke, just means I'm talking to a person who was lucky. Billie Eilish can do it, so can I. So a lucky guy doesn't have to be a man. A bit like the tarot. There is no gender in the tarot. There is just an energy. There is just Mother's Day, a nurturing, caring type energy. And then there's the masculine energy. And you could be a man who is nurturing and caring, more prominent. And you could be a woman who is more logical. They get upset when I say those things, but that's just the way that it is. But there's two different people inside you. Remember, told you. Who will be the strongest? The one you feed the most. So in you, there's man and woman, good and evil, blah, blah, blah. And you have to balance that out. That's it. And you become a good person. The grey line. Neither bad, or sorry, neither evil nor angel, neither devil nor angel, however you want to call it. You just walk this line that says, look, I'm going to do the best I can to be a good person, but sometimes I do bad things. And sometimes I do really good things. And that's it. And when you do bad things, you apologize for doing the bad things and you're sorry for doing the bad things and you try not to do any more bad things. And when you do good things, you'll be happy that you did good things and try to do more good things. And that's it. But you shouldn't be beholden to always be doing great things. And you shouldn't be expected not to do bad things. Because this is a school. Earth is a school, and we have to learn. Listen. Please, effing listen. In order to learn, as I said before, you need all the information you can get. So you need that yin and yang. You need all of the bad stuff, otherwise you're not going to learn. It has to happen, has to take place. You have to know about it. You have to understand it. You have to be at peace with it. And all the good stuff. Otherwise, how does your soul learn? How do all the souls learn? What's the point of having school if you just talk about one point of view? It's this. It's this. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. Don't look under the carpet. It's this. This is what it is. This is what you got to do. This is what Earth School is. Just this. No, it's not. No, it's not. Open that door. Open that door. Open that door. Open that door and have a look. If you want to have a look. But be aware of the consequences of staying in the dark, of continually, over and over, with no remorse, doing bad things and expecting to get away with it. Ain't gonna happen. Because at some point, somebody's going to call judgment. Which is what you're going through now. You say, oh, I'm not going through any judgment now. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You might as well say, oh, I'm not breathing. You don't know you are, but you are. Absolutely, you are. And that's just life. So there's good karma and there's bad karma. And you, music celebrity, you're going to get your bad karma. And the rest of you. You did so much. I don't think there's any way back for you. But I'm not your judge, and I don't care. I really don't care. I care about the people that you hurt, and I care about the people that are going to get hurt when they find out what you did. You see, I just don't understand people. Maybe it's because my high vibration doesn't allow me to think the way that you think. Listen, you are not fighting me. You're not fighting 144,000 people. You're fighting mom and dad. You're fighting the angels. You're fighting the ancestors. You're fighting the spirits. You're fighting the aliens. You're fighting the sea. You're fighting everything that exists in every plane of existence. That's what you're fighting. You might be even fighting the otter spirits. That's what you're fighting. If you think you're coming up against one person, you need to think again. Like, I don't understand. I really don't. You go out to all these demons, loads of them, over and over, different demons, stronger demons, whatever, however you want to look at it. And then you only say there's one God and there's nothing else. Well, you don't even say that. You don't even believe that. And yet you're still getting your asses kicked. And these super powerful practitioners and demons that you've hired, that you spent all this money on, that you've lost and losing, beat themselves up. These amazing practitioners with so much experience, thousands and thousands and thousands of years experience, these super powerful demons that are kicking your own ass, come back to you and kick your own ass. Like, you believe in all that, you get screwed over by it, but you don't believe that God is in control of all of it. Because, listen, if there was no God, no mom and dad, everything that you did would work. Everything. Because there's no karma. Everything you did would work. Or listen, listen. Or I'm super powerful. Like the demon come up to me and went, no, 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 you don't. Go back. Go back. Now, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. If that's the case, you are in deep, deep, deep doo-doo. You really are. Because if I'm in charge, you are in deep doo-doo. Because I don't mess around. Remember, that was me. That was me. Got your foot on my head, taking what was mine, expecting me to be okay with it. And I asked her to stop and you wouldn't stop. And you carried on. And you even did it more. Did it more. So at this point in time, you have two choices. Mom and dad are going to spank your flipping ass. Well, they already are, but even worse. Or the other option is I am. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Them are your choices. And remember, I'm only telling you the truth. You're having your asses spanked right now. You're losing everything right now. That's the truth. I'm not trying to tell you something you don't know. That is the God's honest truth. That's what's happening to you right now. And there's two reasons for that. There's two reasons. Mum and dad, naughty, bed, no supper. Either they're doing it or I am. That's it. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. It's happening to you right now. Right now, it's happening to you. You people know who you are. Either I'm doing it or mum and dad are doing it. I asked mum and dad, they said, yeah, okay. I'll see what's happened. We'll sort it out. Now, God, according to you people, according to other people, is a good God. Or Jesus. No sin, blah, blah, blah. This, and that. Me, on the other hand, I'm not that good. I've never proclaimed to be that good. Never proclaimed to be the solver, finder, whatever. Never proclaimed to be anything other than just me. But if you're giving me the access to being the person that's doing all of this, you're in big trouble because I can go to the dark side. I ain't gonna take no shit. I'm not saying that's the case, so don't do that yet. I'm not saying that. But if I wanted to, if just end it. Just stop it. Just save all of these people. To save all of these people that you're hurting, just end it. Like, why prolong it? You know, you're trying, what's it? The initiation. You're trying to keep the initiation thing going. It's like, oh, we're trying to keep it going, we're trying to keep it going, we're trying to keep it going, so stop it, stall it. And you think it's not known. It makes me laugh. It really does. It makes me laugh. You're only able to do the stuff that you're able to do because you're allowed to do the stuff that you're able to do in order that divine timing comes into play and everything's sorted. If it's mom and dad that are in charge, listen, you need to learn. If mom and dad are in charge, you're allowed to prolong this initiation bullshit that you're doing. And if you say there's no mom and dad, that means you're saying the person that's kicking your ass, apart from yourself, is me. Listen. So, as me, not wanting to delay this initiation thing, I would just stop it right now. in the worst possible way for you. In the very worst possible way for you, I would stop it right now. And that means not that you pass away, and condolences to those people that have suffered loss, and you have, I know. But in the worst possible way, I would make it, and I would make it end now. And you would go through the worst of the worst. And it wouldn't take any longer. No more initiation stuff. It would just finish now. So, if I were you, I'd 100% believe that mom and dad are in charge of this and not just your brother. Excuse me, and there's confirmation. You know, if you're my sister or brother, doesn't matter. Because if I've got the authority, I'll just do that. Oh no, for what you've done to me. Not that I'm angry with you, not that I care, but you know, I do want it stopped. I don't want it to go on forever. I don't want you hurting these people forever. I don't want you hurting me forever because you're trying to slow it down. I want it stopped. And I accept God's divine timing. There's a plan and he's following the plan. And I accept that. And, you know, obviously work because, you know, you built the webs all the way around the world, like the Mayan said. There's a web around the world. And then they disappeared. Did they know something? And the Atlantans disappeared. Actually, when you think about it, there's a few civilizations that have disappeared. Were we next? So, be careful what you wish for, eh? So I'm just telling you the truth. The truth is you're getting your asses kicked by yourselves at the moment by an invisible force that you don't believe exists. Or you believe that I'm doing it. And trust me, you don't want it to be me. You do not want it to be me. Calling judgment from mom and dad, yeah, you want that. You want that because God is a lot kinder than I am. Mom, more nurturing and caring than I am. But I do want it stopped. And it will be stopped. And there are 144,000 people who do want it stopped. And it will be stopped. And if you took, like you're trying to do, take these people out, me out, like Donald Trump, I've left instructions. Know where you live. Those, it makes me laugh. I shouldn't, but it makes me laugh. Those people, please stop it. Stop putting my money or their money or whoever's money. We're all one, remember, one consciousness. But talk about me is like talking to about 144,000 people. Oh, okay. Stop putting our money in offshore accounts. Stop it. We already know. Stop it. You're not hiding nothing. Stop trying to run away to a different country. No, we're all one. It's like I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know what it is. There's no way you can go. Literally, there's no way you can go. Literally, nowhere. Not on this planet, not on any planet, nowhere in the galaxy, nowhere in the universe, nowhere in the quantum space-time continuum, nowhere in a parallel universe, nowhere in a different plane of existence can you go. There's no way you can go. But you don't want to believe all these things exist and yet you mess about with black magic. What? You believe in this, but you don't believe in the reality of everything. Remember, look at me. See this now? That's you. That's you. Me on a screen in a world. So when we're together, we're in the 3D. And we think we're in the 3D, and we think everything we're doing is us. But outside, somebody's watching and going, oh, look at them idiots. Look, I tried to explain it the other day about the Google Earth, there you go, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. This is where you're going to be. Imagine those games. Sure, you've seen them. I'm sure you know about them. I'm not talking like Minecraft and that. I'm talking about you end up on a deserted island and you make all these things and build all these things and you have an empire and you build armies and blah 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 blah. And that started with nothing. But that person, imagine that person is you. And God is on the other side. And he's making you build your empire. And as that person, you think you're doing it all. Oh yeah, let's chop this wood. Let's make this building here. Let's do this. Let's make a fire. Let's go and kill some animals. Let's go and do this. Let's go and do that. You think you're doing that, but the bloke controlling you, or the woman, is doing it. But because you're inside, behind the screen, because you're behind the screen, you think you're doing it all. You think you built that cabin. You think you built that wall. You think you did all these things, when really you're being controlled by somebody outside of it, somebody greater than you. And it got bigger and bigger, and you made money, and you did this, and you did that, and you built an army, and you had an empire, and you invaded another country, and you did this, and you did that, and you're being controlled. In your game, that simulation. And you go, oh, it can't be. Couldn't have happened like that. Why couldn't it? You're doing the very same thing in that game. And yet in the game, looking up and around at everything that was built around you, it looks real. That wood that you cut and made the cabin, it's real. The fishes that you caught, real. Everything you did seems real because you're inside. But if you could look at the screen, you could see somebody there going, what do you want to do now? And then you have that little menu and it says, oh, I want this. So then the guy outside goes, here, there you go, have that. And then you look at the menu again, you go, oh, I want this. And the guy outside goes, there you go then. Oh, I need this now. And the guy outside goes, there you go. Because you were asking the God outside to give you something and gave you it. Because you needed it to grow, to build. And all you had to do was ask. Like a little bit of work. Can I have this? Yep, there you go. Can I have this now? Yeah, there you go. And it got bigger and bigger and bigger, more and more and more, because you asked for it. You went into the menu and you said, oh, what do I need? You had all these things to choose from. God said, there you go. Here's your abundance. Choose from that. And you're like, oh, God, I want this. So he goes, okay, there you go. Thank you. They did something else and something else. And yet you refuse to believe that that's possible. Even though it really is possible. Kids are doing it all the time, right now. 1,000 years in the future, what will they be doing? How many holograms will they build? So you have to think, what if? What if? So, mom and dad, spanking your ass, or me, or 144,000, whatever. Remember, that access that you had, it's been stopped. That's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Losing all your money, losing everything. Another confirmation. Another coincidence? I don't think so. I don't believe in coincidences. So, do you want mom and dad to be doing it? Or do you want me or one of the 144,000 to be doing it? So I can assure you, I can assure you, in with this balanced, I don't give a flying character, in this character, there's a remembering of all the things that were done. Not that, it's going to be done out of revenge, but there's a remembering of everything that's been done, and there's a knowledge of everything being done. And this character thinks, well, hang on, if there's a way to stop it where these people don't go through what I went through, I'm not too bothered about divine timing. I'm more concerned about stopping it. Or, I'm pretty certain that these other people are the same. And what you better hope is that if it's not mom and dad doing it, the 144,000 don't all get together and go, right, what's the best way to make them suffer? What's the best way to make them suffer? I'm sure you can figure that out for yourself. So, whoever you are, however rich you are, I don't care. I know who you are. I know how rich you are, and I don't care. And I know the governments, the organizations, the religious people, blah, blah, blah. You people as well. And I know there is information that the public need. And I'm asking that you give the information to the public before it's given to the public, because it would be better for you coming from you. And to the public, just give it to an official person that you can trust on the grounds that they're not part of your own web. Do you understand what that means? You give it to an official person that is not, did you hear that confirmation? That is not part of your web. And you can carry on doing your, got to take this person out, got to take this person out, got to do this, got to do that, blah, blah, blah. Again, you're not realizing the more you do, the worse it gets for you. Not just in this life, in your next life, and the next life, and the next life, and the next life, with the knowledge of why you're going through it. And that's going to hurt. And like I say, you don't want it to be me, because my imagination, my imagination on the things that you wouldn't like based on experience, you wouldn't want that. You really wouldn't. So be thankful that God does exist. Be thankful that mom does exist. Be thankful that you've only suffered how you've suffered so far. Or if you haven't suffered yet, be thankful when you do. Because trust me, with God in charge, it's bad, but it's not as bad as if I was in charge. Like if I just said, Dad, you just hold off. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I try? Can I have a go? Can I just have a go? Go on, just with about a few hundred of them. Go on. Just let me see what I can do. Let me see. Let me watch. I mean, and again, I'm not doing it out of anger. I'm not doing that, to be vengeful or revenge or whatever. I just want to stop doing it, to stop hurting people. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, all the mothers. If you're in a mother situation, a caring, nurturing, wonderful, beautiful person, happy Mother's Day. And, to the 144,000, thanks for being grateful for the suffering that you went through. Otherwise, you wouldn't have made it. It's that simple. Like, the suffering was learning. Each pain that was transmuted made you stronger, made them weaker. each spell that you returned, each spell that you transmuted, that made you stronger, that left them weaker. Each time they lost money, wasted it by trying to come against you. And the list goes on. So thank you very much. I appreciate you and love every one of you. I love everyone. I don't care. Makes no odds to me what type of person you are. And that's what you don't understand. It only makes the difference to you. I don't care what type of person you are. You do. You obviously do, otherwise you wouldn't get angry by the things that I say. You obviously care about what type of person you are. It doesn't matter what type of person I am. If you're a beautiful person, you wouldn't give a shit. You wouldn't care. Like, you would only try and help me. So the best thing is you won't have to worry about me putting videos of you out that make you look like a right twat, because I don't see the need for it. Because you do it for yourself. I don't see the need. Again, a beautiful person talking to a beautiful person. I don't see anything wrong in that. If you claim to be spiritual, if you claim to be chosen, if you claim blah, 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 you wouldn't do the things that you do. That's not me being clever. That's not me being funny. I don't give a shit. That's me just telling you the truth. You may not want to hear that, but if you reflect on that, like, just take time instead of, just take time to think about what's said. I don't mean nothing by this. But going back to the home and the Bible, the true definition of it is one is the other. That's it. That's it. If you can't just accept that as being said for what it is, me just saying, look, this is the truth. This is the truth. I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just saying this is the truth. But there's an issue with what you think the truth is that I'm saying and what the truth is that you think I'm saying. Like, that truth that's in your head is nothing to do with what I said. It's nothing to do with what I said. Absolutely nothing. The truth that's in your head is nothing to do with what I said. I just said a truth. Here is a truth that I believe. Here's the facts of the truth that I'm telling you. These are the facts of the truth that I'm telling you. Not lying to you, not trying to wind you up, just saying these are the facts. If you get out of your head and just go, oh, actually, yeah, I see what you're saying. That is the case. I thought you meant such and such and such. You then realize the thought that you had against me wasn't me. Had nothing to do with me, but everything to do with you. And someone else, if you're putting videos of me out trying to slander me, trying to make me out to be something bad, I'm still the beautiful person. But the person that's doing that, everyone who sees it doesn't think of me as a bad person. They think of you as a bad person for doing it. Like, they look at you and go, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Anyone that knows you is thinking, why are you doing that? Because the people that know you know me. And they know what you're showing is not who I am. The only people that will believe the bullshit that you're putting out are people that don't know me. And then when they see me, they'll go, why is he doing that? And I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Like, these people that I don't know, why would I be bothered about what they think about me? And even if they come up to me and go, oh, I heard that you're such and such and such and such, I'll go, oh, okay. Fine. Fine. Because lots of people have done worse things about my life than you could ever do. But it would take you hundreds of years to get through what other people have done about me. I'm not kidding you. Please listen. I've gone through generations of suffering this. Like, my lives, my previous lives have all been bad until this point. of breaking those curses of my life being bad. Anything that you think you're doing that will affect me is just a waste of your time. Not my time, your time. I don't care. I can go back thousands and thousands of years and go, well, that person did this and that person did this. That person said this. So this, no, no, it doesn't affect me. So keep doing it. Like I say, any publicity is probably making me money. What you're doing is probably making me more money. It is what it is, and it's teaching me to be me, to stay me, be authentic to me. Like everything you'll do, everything anybody's ever done to try and break me, made made me stronger, made me better, made me not just physically stronger, but mentally stronger. My soul's stronger, whatever it is, however you want to see it. Like everything that people do, talk to 144,000 as well, everything that people do to try and break you makes you stronger. You just have to get up, like rocking. You just have to get up. Believe that you can get up. Believe that, God, the universe, source, creator, Allah, whoever you see is God. I don't mean the religion side of it. I just mean the one God. Whoever you see that is, know that they're there with you and they'll help you get up. And at some point, you will have learned every lesson there is. You'll have learned when to stay down, because that's a lesson you have to learn. You have to learn when to stay down. You have to learn when to get up. You have to learn when to fight back. And you have to learn when to win. And they're all different lessons. But just because you get up doesn't mean, that's the end of the lesson. Or just because you stay down doesn't mean that's the end of the lesson. Sometimes you have to stay down. Sometimes you have to stay down. Because then they think they've won. So you stay down until you're told to get up. Then you get up. And then if you're told to carry on, you carry on. And then if you're told to knock the fucking block off, you knock their block off. That's it. Just do as you're asked. But know that there's always someone there with you. Always. As bad as it seems for as long as it seems. And trust me, it's been a long time for me. These people that are doing all of this, they know how long it's been. They know how long it's been. And I'm not talking just for this thrill of the chase. I'm not just talking the thrill of the chase. I'm talking about the thousands of years that my family have reincarnated over and over again and tried to stop me. And I'm talking all of those times that I lost, that I never learnt my lesson. This time, I'm the teacher. This time, I'm teaching the lessons. Because, guess what? I have the experience. You gave me the experience. You made me the teacher. You made me the guru. You made me the ascended master. You made me the emperor. You made me the star. Don't that hurt? But if you didn't do what you did, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. Like, if you'd have just backed off instead of wanting everything, you'd have still had loads. But you wanted everything. Like, loads wasn't enough. You wanted everything. And I'm like, hang on. Whoa, hang on. Hang on a minute. They could have loads. Heavy loads. They could have loads. could have loads and they still want me to have nothing. Even though they could have loads and me have loads, they want loads, but they want me to have nothing. So they don't want loads, they want everything. Hang on, that ain't right. They want everything, but it's my everything. Like the land's mine. The everything's mine. The everything is mine. They could have loads as part of the everything, but they want everything. They don't want me to have nothing. How greedy is that? And then to say that it's yours. Well, I can't have it because it's yours, because you took it off me in the first place. But I built this. This is all mine. No, you didn't build it. You stole it. It doesn't belong to you. You never even built it because you don't have the power to build it. You get the power from other people. You don't want to admit that, but that's just the truth. So now the matrix finishes, it ends, it's over. And I know there's going to be people who've been still trying to swat flies and whatever. Just, I don't know, just like be a nuisance. And, that's just the way that it is. And that's part of, our learning and your learning going forward. And you can either learn or not learn. I don't care. I don't care. The world's going to change. You either are going to be here where it changes, or you're not. That's up to you. Some people have the option for that. Some people don't. Those people that have suffered will get, everything that they deserve and more back to them. And some people, it might seem like it's not enough. But remember, we learn about being grateful for everything, like the learning, and being who you are and going forward, your life's going to get better. And, you may want more and you just have to ask for more. But be grateful, please be grateful for what you get now. And, stay in the same lane, do the same things, be the same person, stay grounded, stay balanced, stay in faith. And, in time, and it'd be nice if it all happened tomorrow, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. We know that. Just be grateful for each day as it comes, and the earth will turn and the changes will be made. And that's the best that we can do, make the changes. And some people may have high expectations, and those expectations may be met, but it won't be, in a month or a year. I think people say overnight, like people talk about overnight, that's like 15 years overnight, when you consider there's no such thing as time, but when you in the grand scheme of things. So overnight might be 15 years. So I know that seems a long time, but it ain't. Overnight might be 15 years. And in 15 years' time, this earth will be different. This will be a great place to live. Absolutely amazing place to live. By the time of 15 years, please don't, in 15 years say, no, you said we did it. So it'll be a great place. I don't know how great it will be, but it'll be a great place. I trust mom, I trust dad. The earth is going to heal. There'll be better energy. There'll be, less conflict with people, in general, let alone, the countries. And it'll just be a more high vibrational planet. It'll be a good planet. It really will be a good planet. So within 15 years, it will get back to the way that it was and should have been. So yeah, I know all about the initiation delays. I know blah, 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 whatever. However you want to think about it. I know all the people that were involved, the web was woven. There's spiders around the world have all been, highlighted. But more importantly, everybody, on those joins of the web, they've all been accounted for as well. And, some people want to speak and some people don't. And some people want, to be forgiven by God. Please don't ask me to forgive you because I won't. I don't care. Like I don't have like people saying, "Oh, you need to speak to me. I want to speak to you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that." And when I say me, any in the collective, any one of the people that you should be speaking to, that you should be apologizing to, that you should be um trying to help, build their life off the trauma that you put them through. Any of them. It doesn't matter whether it's me or not. But I do know that somebody wants to speak that thinks that, I've lost faith or trust or whatever, love. I love everyone. I don't care. Like it's not for me to judge you. You did what you did because that's who you are. When you seriously look into who you are and make those changes, then God will look differently on you. But if you carry on being the person that you are, you're going to be judged for the person that you are. I'm trying to make you a different, better person. Not for my sake. I don't care. Not for me to feel good that I did this, this, and this, and this. I don't care. It's for your sake, so you can be judged in a different way, so you don't get hurt, and so you don't get judged and get, bad karma. But for myself, I want to say it because then I know I did the best that I could in order to help people. Whether you do or not, I don't care. I've learnt my lessons. I used to care. I used to forgive. I used to judge. I don't. There's no point. I'm not in charge of what you do. You are. I don't care what you do. Mom and dad care what you do. They care. And they will judge you accordingly. And I can go on my merry way and I don't have to worry about forgiving you and I don't have to worry about judging you. I shouldn't have to suffer because of the bad things you do. I shouldn't have to go, oh, what have they done? Oh, how bad was that? Oh, should I forgive them? Should I forgive them? If I forgive them, then what? Then they're happy. Oh, but I'm not happy because I still have this feeling of what they did. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what you did. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to forgive you. You do it. You do it. You judge. You. You forgive you. Not me. I don't care. And if you can't, mom and dad will. And if you forgive yourself willy-nilly, mom and dad will still judge. You won't get away from it. And please listen, if mom and dad forgive you, I don't need to. I don't need to forgive you because they've already judged you and forgiven you. And you don't need me to do anything. You don't need me to do anything, and I don't need to do anything. I'll just carry on my life. You carry on your life, I'll carry on my life. I don't care what's happened. Doesn't matter. Can't affect it. It doesn't matter. And that's how simple it is. That's how simple life is. You do you, I'll do me. I won't try to make you be something that you're not. Don't try to make me be something that I'm not. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. So, um, I have to admit, I'm a bit miffed. That's a good word. Miffed that you're trying to stand in the way of me being happy with a partner. Now, remember, we're going back to that. Better God and mom, dad and mom sorting you out than me sorting you out. Because I've been through some shit, some bad shit, and someone taking care of me, loving me, being nice to me, etc., 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 would be a nice thing. And if you're getting in the way of that, I don't know. I'm not going to judge it because I know, that's who you are. I'm not going to forgive you for doing it because I know that's who you are. But I may be a bit forceful in the no, you don't. You understand me? I may be a bit forceful in the no, you fucking don't. So I might go to that place, you see, that dark place that I've been, where all those demons are that I know, first name basis. I may go to them. They like me. We've had some good times. If I say to them, do you know what these fucking bastards are doing? And they say, yeah, we're part of it. Say, well, would you mind just switching it around a bit? You know what I mean? Because that's what I do. Not out of anger, not angry. I'm miffed that you would still think that you can do that. But I'm miffed because there is an innocent, nothing to do with this, nothing to do with your plan other than to get at me or any of the other chosen. I don't like that idea. So rather than you get in between me and another person or the 144,000 or anyone, to be fair, maybe they get in between you. And it might not be, your wife, because I know you said people, you don't want your wife anyway. It'll be something that you love more than anything. Could be a car. I don't care what it is. Could be your house. Could be a boat. Could be a plane. Could be anything that you love. That you've nurtured for years and years and years. And I might just say, do you know what? Take that away from them. See how they feel. Remember, a long time ago, I said, don't hurt anybody I love. And somebody wrote back, well, how do we know who you love? I love everyone. Don't hurt anyone. Don't hurt anyone. I shouldn't need to tell you that. Should not need to tell anybody who is a human being that you shouldn't hurt anyone. Shouldn't have to tell you that. How do we know who you love? Don't hurt anyone. So, mom and dad telling me to tell you, behave. They're back. They're home. They're not happy with the way you left the place. You weren't supposed to be partying, doing sex magic, catching diseases. You weren't supposed to be doing all that. Trying to kill people, trying to feed off people, trying to create your existence from theirs. You weren't supposed to do any of that. Trying to rule their creation. Trying to stall their creation. Two men together, no babies. Two women together, no babies. Making sacrifices, no babies. Changing genders, no babies. Abortions, no babies. Seems to be a theme there, doesn't there? So they're not happy that you're trying to screw over their creation. They're not happy that you've been hiding behind good people. They're not happy about the clones either. Oh, yeah, we know about them. They're not happy about you changing the weather. We know about that. They're not happy with MK Ultra. They're not happy with pretending to be God and getting into people's head. They're not happy about that either. There's a lot they're not happy about. And I asked the question, it's like, Mom, Dad, what's going on? Because that's what I do. I try and find out the truth. Like, what the fuck is going on? What sort of world is this? I don't remember this world. What the heck's going on here? Thought you were going to look after us. So now they're going to make it up to us children of God. That entity, that person, that being that you don't believe in, the most high God and goddess, Mom and Dad, Mother Gaia, nature to some of you. Maybe even Ra to others. The son of the sun. Son of the sun. Your days are numbered. You know it. I know it. How you live those days and the next days is up to you. Remember, when you come back in your next life, those titles that you had, the contracts, nope. And come back into the world that you came into this one. Have an opportunity now to get some grace. All of you, everyone around the world. And if you're a good person, it don't matter. We all do bad things. Don't worry about that. If you're a good person, you know you're a good person. And you don't worry about God, because God's a good God, a fair God, a just God. More so than me. You don't want it to be me calling judgment. You don't want it to be me stepping in, telling you that now. So I would change it overnight. And you would watch all of it. I'd even let you watch every single dollar come out of your accounts and your overseas accounts and the stuff that you've hidden. Make you walk those flipping tunnels. There's a banquet table being set. You're allowed to watch. You won't be attending. And those of you that do attend, because Mom and Dad say it's okay, they know. Don't think you've got away with anything because you haven't. They're just allowing you a chance to do the right thing, even though they know you won't. Giving you the option to do the right thing, which is what this has been all about. Doing the right thing. From 2020, 2021, 2023, July 23, 23, December 24, just do the right thing. But I know what you did last summer. So that's 24. It's actually, I might have them mixed up, the 23 and the 24, but same sort of time. Different. You know what it was. You should have done, oh, February as well. You know what it was. What you fail to realize is those people that are no longer with us, from your way of thinking, are with us. And the Earth Angel with us. My past wife with us. Your childs, your children, not yet born, with us. They don't like you. In fact, those children of the same sex, they don't like you either for what you do to them. You know who I'm talking to. You want to do a video or done a video. They don't like you either. You know, the hotel room, trying to catch someone out. There ain't nothing that any of you do that isn't known. And you're allowed to do it because you seal your own fate. And if I know, the ABCs know, them three-letter agencies like the CIA, the FBI, DEA, the ATF, whatever. That's what the web's all about. Even the corrupt people in those organizations, even the corrupt people in the justice system, in the police, sleeping. Doesn't want to know now. You with the fair hair, don't want to know now. Too scared. People running away. What are you running for? Everybody knows about you. I'm trying to tell you to do the right thing, and you try to avoid doing the right thing. Does that make sense? Absolutely doesn't make sense. You're literally throwing your money and your life away because of all the bad things that you keep doing on top of each other. You're basically just going, don't want it, don't want it. There's another thousand, there's another thousand, there's another thousand, there's another thousand, there's a million, there's another million, there's another million, there's another million. Because you keep doing bad things one after the other instead of doing good things one after the other. Like having the warning that things are going to go bad for you unless you change your mindset so you can do good things. So you can say, here's a million for this, and here's a million for this, and here's a million for this, and here's a billion for this, and here's whatever for this. And I know it doesn't, exempt me from my karma, but it's the right thing for me to do. And I accept what I did was wrong. And I accept the punishment that I deserve. And I'm grateful that I know now the sort of person that I am. And I regret everything that I did. I regret everything my ancestors did in the hope that your future and the future of your children and their children, they don't suffer. But you'll see it. You'll see the suffering. Like my ancestors saw. You'll see it. Absolutely, you'll see it. And you will want so much to try and help them, but you can't. You can help them now. you can make it right for them now, or at least as right as possible. Remember, I love everyone. All those people in the past, all these people in the present, and all the people in the future. I love them all. I don't want to see anyone suffer. No one. And I feel for those people in the past. I feel for the people in the present, and I feel for the people in the future. Why should they suffer because of what's been done? That can't be right. But that's going to be the case. That's going to be the case because you refuse to listen and you refuse to learn. People say, Mario, why are you still doing the videos? Because I care. Absolutely, I care. That's why I'm doing the videos. Because I know that people in the future are going to suffer because you're fucking horrible little twats. You don't give a shit. That's why. You don't give a shit about your family. Not the family gone by and not the family in the future. But I care about your family. And I care about my family. And I care about the people that I'm supposed to be meeting that you're trying to stop. And I am not, repeat, not as fair as mum and dad. I've got a lot to learn yet to be like mum and dad. I'm just learning this. But if they give me the reins, if they give me control, you better pray. You better pray that it comes when you've left this earth. Because I don't understand divine timing to the point that mum and dad do. I'm not working out all these little bits. I'm not getting it all, meshed together like they have. I don't have the foresight that they do. What's the word? The intuition and the discernment, or whatever all these posh words are. So I do the best thing I can. I just warn you and hope that you do the right thing. And the least amount of people suffer. That's it. That's all I'm bothered about. That's all I'm bothered about. No revenge, no, vengeance, no whatever. Just please stop hurting people. Please stop screwing people over, your own people. Stop screwing them over. And please stop passing down curses to your family for the future generations. Please stop it. And the best way to do that is to do the right thing in this moment. And again, I don't care whether you do or you don't. Not going to worry about it. I am not sitting on the throne. I'm not the person in charge. Worry when I do. When any of us do. Because like I said, we're the sons and daughters of God. Listen right now. This is the thing that you have to learn. The most important thing that you have to learn and understand. Listen right now. God said, listen, there are others that will come and do more wondrous things than I. How powerful are they going to be? God said this. The being that created everything. Telling mankind there are others that will come that will do more wondrous things than I. I created everything. How powerful are they? What does that mean for you and all of your kind? If they're here, what are the wondrous things that they're going to do? Build a parallel world for you, take you off this beautiful earth, or worse. Let me repeat the same point in time over and over and over again. That point in time when you lose. That point in time when you watch the banquet table and you're not invited. That point in time. Like Groundhog Day. Because if we can do more wondrous things, how good will this earth be? And what will you have missed out on? Will you get to what? A life that you could have lived without the unhappiness that you had, without the forever longing, without the forever trying, without the need to try and make a life that isn't yours. Having that life just because you deserve that life. So your life wasn't happy. That's the funny thing. You're forever striving, struggling, thinking that you were happy, trying to make yourself believe that you were happy, but always striving. So you have all the money, but you needed something else instead of money to have a happy life because you already had the money. So your life wasn't as good as it should have been if you just wanted money. So you were searching for something else. Your addiction. I don't mean drugs. I mean that life force that kept you in that lifestyle, that kept you in that fear that you didn't understand. And now you're without it. You understand it now. You were never happy, ever, because you were living a lie. And now you're going to suffer for that. So I thank you for watching. Again, it's gone on long enough. Excuse me. But the truth's the truth. And for the truth to come out, it takes as long as it takes. And I don't care whether you learn, it makes no difference to me. I don't care whether you hate me, it makes no difference to me. I don't care whether you want to slander me, it makes no difference to me. It doesn't make any difference. Because what you do, I can't affect. I can tell you the truth as I see the truth. You can either believe it or not believe it. I don't care. I don't care. My effort is in telling you the truth. Your effort is to just listen, take it in, try to work it out. If you disagree, you disagree. Great. We'll carry on. If you agree, great. Carry on. Okay. It's not about me trying to change your mind. You want to believe what you want to believe, you believe it. I don't care. I don't want to change your mind. I just want to tell you the truth. You change your mind. You be your own teacher. I will teach you if you want to learn, but you be your own teacher. I'll give you the information. 2 + 2 = 4. Go off now and work out what 3 + 3 is. I don't care whether you believe 2 + 2 is 4. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you never work out what 3 plus 3 is. I don't care. But I did tell you how to go about doing it. That's all I care about. I don't have to believe it. It doesn't make no difference to me. I did what I was supposed to do. I gave you the information to help you understand all of this BS, all of it. And in understanding all of the BS, you know the sort of person you are. Once you know that this is BS, the life that we're living in is bullshit, everything that you learnt, everything that you're telling me, everything, every single thing that you're telling me about what you believe is bullshit. Because the Matrix is bullshit. Everything that you've been told is bullshit. Everything I was told is bullshit. So you telling me the bullshit that I've already been through, that I've already worked out, ain't going to work. Because I already know it's bullshit. I already know. You don't have to believe that it's bullshit. You just have to work out for yourself. Has he told me the truth? Yes. If he has told me the truth, then 3 plus 3 must be... And if 3 plus 3 is 3, then what the fuck is 4 plus 4? And if 4 plus 4 is... Then what is 5 plus 5? And that's how you go about it. But you want to argue that 2 and 2 isn't 4, I'm not interested. I'm not. I know 2 and 2 is 4. I know. I worked it out. I did the math. My math is adding up. The bullshit that I've been told in all of these books, in all of these videos, in all of these films, however you want to describe it, all of that, that's bullshit. So my 2 plus 2 is different than your 2 plus 2. And you will not be able to change my mind about that. You won't. But if you just go, well, what if? What if the 2 plus 2 that I think is not the same 2 plus 2 that he thinks? Because he might be right. What about the dinosaurs? What about Adam and Eve? What about the Anunnaki? What about the Sumerians? Like, what's this evolution stuff? Why don't these things add up? Why don't the 2 plus 2 add up with everything that we've been told? Which means everything that I've based my beliefs on is wrong. Everything. Every single thing that I've based my beliefs on is wrong. So therefore, my equation is wrong. My math is not mathing. Not mine, yours. My math is 100% mathing. Yours, not so much. I don't care what you believe. Whether you have a religion and you believe it, it's not mathing. Whether you don't have a religion and don't believe in God, it's not mathing. Because karma exists for a reason. And you are getting your asses kicked by what? Your imagination. Your imagination is kicking your own ass. Your imagination is kicking your own ass. But you're able to kick your own ass and not somebody else's. How does that work? And your imagination allowed you to kick your own ass before it even got to get to someone else. Like, I want this to happen to somebody. Ooh, what happened to me? No, I really want this to happen to somebody. Ooh, oh, it happened to me. Why is that happening? I want to get this powerful demon. I'm going to make sure this powerful demon sorts that person out. The demons come after me. What's going on? How is that happening? If there is no mom and dad, how is that happening? How did you manifest the demon to come after somebody who's now kicking your ass? Like, oh, I know what's happening to you. I know what's going on. How is all of that happening if mom and dad don't exist? How are you losing all your money if mom and dad don't exist? All those things that I said are going to happen, they happened. Those accidents happened. The fire happened. People passing away happened. Condolences. People running away, the judge, blah, 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 blah. All of it happened. Places that I've talked about, they happened. It was on Carolina Beach. Is it East Carolina Beach? Who's on the beach? Carolina. So those things have happened. Or Carolina. Those things have happened. How's that so? You don't believe it, but there it is. It happened. You asked me to say something that happens in the future. I say it, and you don't believe it. Again, mum and dad, or me, or one of the 144,000 are kicking your ass. Believe what you want. You believe in your demons, they aren't doing it. You believe in your practitioners, they aren't doing it. So someone or something is stopping that. Now, you think, please listen, you think that you're delaying it because you're doing some stalling tactics, gives me the initiation meant to happen. Meant to happen. Everything's meant to happen. You just don't get it. But more confirmation, remember. So you just don't get it. I've done everything I can to help you understand that your asses are going to be kicked over and 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 over again until, excuse me, confirmation. More confirmation. Uh-oh. Looks like two ladies are regretting what they're doing. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. So I don't know. I've tried. I've done my bit. Well, actually, I've done a lot. I've suffered a lot. I've put up with a lot, and I've done a lot. And you don't want to listen to any of it. That's fine. That's fine. I can't make it. But when all of this breaks, and it will break, and people will see the truth, and those people in power who have done bad things will see the truth. And if you're still reluctant to put out your truth and to put out the truth of thousands of years, so that needs to come out. That's what's going to change the world. You need to bring that truth to the world. Even if you don't bring it to me, even if you give it to somebody who is not in your web, I don't care if you do it anonymously, but you need to do it in order to save yourself. And you know who you are. You know who has that information. You can either do it, which is what's supposed to happen, or you can face the consequences of not doing it. I don't care. I don't care because I don't have it. I have that information, but I don't have that information. That information. There you go. That information. You know what I'm talking about. So I don't have that information, but I have the information. I can tell you about the information that you have. It's like I can tell you, I can tell you the words to a song. I can tell you the words to a song on a CD, but I don't have the CD. I don't have the CD. But I can tell you what's on there. I can tell you everything that's on there. You know, when it was made, blah, 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 blah. Who did it, you know, who the backing people, blah, you know, the orchestra, everything. I can tell you everything about that CD. You know why I'm using the CD as an example. I can tell you everything about that, but I don't have that information. So there are people around the world that have information that's physical information, not, you know, downloaded information. Physical information that the world needs to see that are hiding it from the world. That information is going to come out. it is going to come out. It's going to come out. Just like lots of information is coming out now already. The Nephilims, blah, blah, blah. Lots of proof, the giants, all these things, all of that stuff's coming out. The aliens, all of it's coming out. But there is information that is going to come out that should come out physically by certain people who have a change of heart or whatever it is, conscience, whatever it is, they should be given that information. But if they don't give that information will come out. It will be seized, but it will come out before it's seized. So it will come out, people know about it, they'll know where it is, and then it will come out. Or it will come out because somebody decides that they should do the right thing. And I don't care which one it is. I don't care which one it is. It doesn't matter to me. It matters to this earth. That's what it matters. So thank you for watching. Ciao for now. Take care.